Tigunia's TigTax is a Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central extension providing companies with expanded sales tax functionality. Leveraging Business Central's existing sales tax functionality, TigTax allows companies to maintain current sales tax rate information, ensuring accurate calculation and collection of sales tax within each tax jurisdiction. During this video, we'll review the steps needed to set up Tigunia's TigTax. The TigTax setup page can be accessed by searching for the setup page or by clicking on the TigTax menu from the Business Manager Role Center. This page contains the base settings for TigTax. Please refer to the implementation guide for descriptions of the various fields and settings. If you have purchased a subscription to TigTax, you will be provided with a unique API key, which can be pasted into the appropriate field on the setup page. Otherwise, you will only be able to access the sample data loaded with the extension. After updating the settings, you can initialize the setup by clicking on Process Initialize. This action will initialize the Business Central company setup and create sample data for processing, including sample credentials. This process will also create a job queue entry to schedule the updating of the tax jurisdiction rates within TigTax. Now you can update the related tables by accessing the Related menu option. First, we will go to the States page. Using this page, you can identify those states for which you need to set up sales tax areas and jurisdictions. State codes can be manually entered, or you can use the page action to load the state codes. Once the state codes have been loaded, check the Tax Collected box for those states you wish to process. Do not process the states at this time. Processing comes later. Close the state page to return to the setup page. Navigate to the postcodes page. Once again, you can manually enter all the postcodes for the US, but using the page action is obviously more efficient. Loading the postcodes will take a couple of minutes. Once loaded, return to the TigTax setup page. Navigate to the Tax Groups page. If you have previously been using Business Central, there will already be entries on this page. TigTax has added a new field to this page called Taxable. In this field, mark those tax group codes which are considered taxable. This should be the default for the tax group, even though taxability may be different for certain states. If you need to override the group default taxability setting for a particular state, click on the state group and then use the Related page action to navigate to the State Tax Groups page. Here, enter the state for which you need an override, and then check or uncheck the taxable flag depending on whether you need to make the tax group code taxable or not for the selected state. You can now close the Tax Group Codes page. From the Setup page, return to the States page. You can now use the Process page action to process the states. You can process them one at a time, or select Process All to process all the states at once. Note that this process may take several minutes depending on the number of states you are processing. When this process is complete, the needed tax area, tax jurisdictions, and tax detail records have been created. You will need to update the tax area codes for existing customers' ship-to records and sales documents. Also, if you add additional tax group codes or need to change the taxability settings of any of the tax group codes, you will need to reprocess the state codes. Congratulations! Tigunia's TigTax is now set up and ready to use. Please contact us at the email noted if you have questions about the product or wish to make suggestions for improvements. We value your feedback as we continue to work to make this product more valuable to your organization.